Okay, hey everyone. I am John Jacob Sims Player Smith, and here we are for a new part of my Let's Play sort of Sim series, my Sim series. So I started a new one. I decided I'm going to make a character and basically one of my favorite franchises come to life in The Sims because I think there's more of a it's more likely I can do it now, the stuff I really want to do. So I'm going to make Tecteun, who is a character, very mysterious character from Doctor Who. So that's who we're going to focus on first. Oops. And so I'm just going to make her. I don't know how much necessarily you guys are going to see of this video, but yeah, we'll just start making it. So Tecteun from Doctor Who. She is this. Ooh, that's actually good. I think, yeah. Yeah, Tecteun is the woman who, if you were caught up with the show, at least up to the end of the 13th Doctor era, she is the woman who found the Doctor as a child when they were the Timeless Child. And from what I can tell, the Timeless Child arc is very controversial, but I love it, frankly. And I think that it was a really fun idea, and it really just, to me, is opens a lot more story possibilities. And so I want to try and replicate some of those stories here in The Sims, which is not going to be easy, but hey, fun things in The Sims are never easy now, are they? So yeah, basically, Tecteun is like the Doctor's mother-ish. It gets complicated, but basically, Tecteun is going to be a big character in the show. She's the reason why Time Lords, along with the Doctor, can regenerate. And if you don't know what Time Lords are, oof, you definitely got to watch some Doctor Who. They're basically aliens, really powerful. And, well, to an extent, they're really powerful. You really gotta watch the show. This is for people who hopefully already know a little about Doctor Who, because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to explain some of this stuff to people for the first time, even though it shouldn't be, because it's like one of my favorite series of all time. So mainly right now, what I'm gonna do is try and get the face right for Tecteun. I've made Tecteun a couple times actually, because this isn't the first time I've tried doing this, but this is the first time I've tried filming it, so I think it'd be really fun. So basically, I'm trying to make her look how she did in the episode, because we only got one appearance of Tecteun's original depiction, and so I don't want her to look glammed up. I want her to look how similar, at least, to how she looked in her first depiction, which, she was not, I would say, someone I found personally very attractive, but she wasn't, just ordinary, like, olderish woman. And I'm trying not to give away too many details about her origin, just because I do think it's more fun to, especially for people who don't know much about the show, to kind of learn it as we go along. But, ooh, mm, maybe. Like, I basically want to give her some long hair, because she had some long hair in the episode. Ooh, that could work. Basically, yeah, I want people to learn about these characters as the series goes on. So it's kind of more fun if you don't know much about Doctor Who already, and that you're just kind of here to see a weird experiments and attempts of things to do in The Sims 4. In fact, it might even be more fun if you do not know who if you don't know much about Doctor Who, it's probably more fun. And you know what? Ooh, get rid of those hearing aids. I didn't even notice those. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, basically, don't worry. I'm gonna be rambling. I am more interested in the end results, and I'll probably edit out quite a bit anyway. Who knows? You know? Yeah, that could do. She doesn't need fancy, fancy hair. I think, honestly, though, maybe it should be a little shorter. Not as long, maybe. Let's see. Actually, I think this is the go-to hair I usually give her when I make her. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah. And then one thing I will do, though, is change up her eyebrows also to make her. I want her to have the thin eyebrows. Yeah, that could work. That could work. And then I will give her some eyelashes just because I do think that's like, it should be standard. Like, it really should. Every sim probably should have eyelashes. It's just kind of normal. And then might actually make her face a little more narrow. Because if I remember correctly, she had a very narrow face. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with something like that, I think. And then maybe give her like a pointier chin if we can. No. Let's see. Can we like... Might just need to push and pull on this. Because like... yeah, that's a little better. Also, maybe make her a little more thinner. That will probably help. Make her neck a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I should have my mods gone, so it shouldn't matter. Good. Part of me was worried about what would happen if I got rid of those clothes, because I used to have the Wicked Whims mod. I know it's probably not the best, but hey, it's the most downloaded price sim mod ever. So, anyway, though, Tecteun in this show start off as the planet Gallifrey's first, well, one of their first major space explorers, which is why she was on a planet when she found the Doctor. And so I kind of want to give her like a wardrobe that doesn't seem very sim like, if that makes sense. Like, not everyday modern sim, at least. I want to give her outfits that seem not, especially since this is before Gallifreyans and Time Lords are really powerful. This is like the very early stages, like before any of that could happen. I definitely want to give her more plain outfits. Drab, even. The sort of stuff that, like, you would see on a peasant, so to speak, but like not so much a peasant, but like, I guess just a poor person in a rich country. And like, I'm not trying to spend all day on her outfits, but it does get a little challenging when you're trying to think about that. Oh, this right here will be her sleepwear. I already know it. That's a good outfit for sleepwear. So I'm going to go ahead and put that under the sleepwear. There we go. But no, I'm trying to find something different for everyday wear. Because, like, I don't want anything that seems too modern. I want it to either scream esoteric, the past, or the future somehow. Like, it needs to be... something like that could kind of work. Also, something like this kind of could. Uh, she is an explorer. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards something like that, maybe. Because she's supposed to be an explorer. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, we'll go with that then. That's what we'll go with, and we'll give her some socks because, not it's not always good to travel around without socks. We'll give her like little nails here. Yeah, there we go. Give her little nails. And then let me apply those to every outfit actually before I forget. And then, like I said, not giving her much makeup. She's just gonna look how she looks. What accessories is she? Oh, oops, I got rid of the socks. Keep those. Okay. What'd I do? Weird. Okay. Is there another accessory? Oh, fingernails. Oh, yeah, I did though. Okay, I got rid of both those fingernails and the socks. Okay, so this will be her everyday outfit. She's a space explorer who will eventually become a scientist when she's trying to learn the secrets of the Timeless Child. And by God, this outfit's hideous. Like, I hate how the Sims games just really do randomize the outfits. Like, there is absolutely no continuity. Let me add the eyelashes. Like, there is just no style in many of these outfits at all. Actually, no, I might just give her some lipstick. Nothing too crazy, though. Yeah, something like that actually is perfect. There we go. Okay, there we go. I couldn't resist. We'll get rid of that and the shoes. I'm just going to give her full body outfits because I don't want to spend too much time on her outfit. Like I said, she's from a different planet, so even though she looks human in the show, they're not. They're Time Lords. Or Gallifreyans at this point. So I want to find stuff that, like, doesn't look too normal, I guess. Like, it would stand out if you saw this in real life. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, that person's an alien type look, but it would be like, that's an unusual outfit, but okay. And like, I'm trying not to go too Asian, like for the stuff from For Rent. Like, obviously, it's not limited to just Asians, but like, I don't know. I feel kind of weird using it sometimes, because on at least white Sims, because just, I don't know. Let's see. I actually like that. I think that's close to what we're looking for, actually. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, I think beige is definitely her color, to be honest. Ooh, what's this, though? No, I want to go with this. I think beige is definitely her color. And then we'll give her the brown beige heels. There we go. Yeah, okay. There's her formal wear. Now, keep in mind, if you've seen Doctor Who, you know they have fancy robes and stuff like that. Like, they're a bit more eccentric looking. We can't obviously achieve that same look in The Sims 4, but we're going to try something different and just get as close as we can. So this is athletic wear. I'm not going to invent the wheel on this one. Just going to give her something that would work. That's not too, like, revealing. Because I just don't think Tecteun's one of those people who, like, wears things that are very revealing. Like, honestly, I think we'll just probably do something like that, actually. Because, like, that works. Actually, we'll give her the white here. Why not? And then for shoes, let's actually just give her some. Just keep stick with these, honestly. But give her the white. Yeah, like, I definitely don't think she wants to wear a lot of color. I can't see Tecteun being the color person, especially when they're, just a Gallifreyan with no connection to any powerful societies like the Division or other stuff. So, only thing I might give her over here also is some sleeping goggle or sleeping mask. Oops, excuse me, because that's just cool. Now, again, I definitely want to stick with full body. So this is for party wear. I'm going to give her something again that doesn't feel very normal. Feels like you could sort of see it on an alien, or at least someone who's not from modern day Earth. Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah, something like that. You wouldn't see that in most people. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. And then we'll give her some boots. And the coach stuff is kind of cool, though. Do I want to do something with that? No. Sneakers are just way too, like, you see those in everyone, and they just, if I see someone in sneakers, it really does just send a message. And I know I say that while I gave her sneakers over here in a tracksuit and nightgown. But you know what I mean. I'm just trying to, like, stay away from stuff that I normally would put on Sims that makes them look nice and glamorous, I guess, in my eyes. Because we're not trying to go for glamorous, we're trying to go for alien who is very humanoid looking. But, like, I don't want to make her. You're probably wondering why I won't make Tecteun an outright alien. Like, because I could easily do that over here, like, actually make her an alien. But the reason I'm not is because aliens in Doctor Who sometimes can not look human, and sometimes they can look human when their true form really isn't that human. But Time Lords are not like that. And Time Lords, they just look human. The only difference between Time Lords and humans is their ability to cheat death, essentially, as well as, like, ooh, that actually could work. Yeah, this is very, I don't see anyone ever wearing something like this in real life. Their ability to cheat death, as well as their I have 2 hearts. So it's a little different, but like really, it's, oops, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, got our nails back good. But yeah, nothing too different. They just got 2 hearts mainly. A few other differences, probably if you're a really diehard fan of the show, and you might notice it, but it's not really that big a deal worth mentioning. It's fine. I am a big fan. I'm not going to go into details though, because we're not here for that. I wish there was like shoes that match that, flippers that match that better, but alright, I guess we'll go with that. Then let me just get rid of her glasses and necklace, because we don't need any of that. There we go. This is the swimwear. Function over fashion, I think, is Tecteun style. Let's see. Alien, but not too normal looking. That's probably the best way I'll phrase it. It's not too normal looking. This could kind of work. It's a little appropriative though still, so I'm trying to like avoid anything that looks remotely appropriative, because there's quite a lot of that. This could work actually. Or this. Trying to think of stuff that I don't normally put on Sims. Hot weather. Actually, I feel like Tecteun would sort of wear something like this in the show. So sure, we'll do that. And I got rid of those nails again. I keep trying to do that. Let's see, anything on? Alright, no, nothing I should get rid of. We'll add socks, because why not? The only thing I might do here is add some glasses. I know exactly which kinds I'll add. This one right here. Looks almost like goggles. Yeah, like safety goggles. Yep, there we go. I wish they had like a welding mask in The Sims 4. That would actually be really appropriate probably for some of these characters I plan on making in the future. But we don't got anything like that, so that's fine. And then, last but not least, the winter outfits. So, let me just make sure there's no hearing aids. Good, because they love to sneak those on outfits, don't they? Just add hearing aids to every single outfit you could possibly wear in The Sims 4. As well as, I'm surprised they don't add the diabetes things. Like, remember these medical wearables? I like never see these on Sims, yet somehow I'm always seeing the hearing aids. It's like, why is that so good at not randomly appearing on outfits, but the hearing aids just want to be everywhere? Like, that's kind of annoying. I definitely think she wore something akin to this in the show, even though it looks hideous. She wore like a big parka type outfit. And I don't know if they have anything quite like that in The Sims 4. But I know I've seen her in like a parka type outfit. This is way too modern. Beautiful, but way too modern. This is nice, but also again still kind of normal. Like I could see that on someone, maybe not your average person, but I could see it. This is a bit more like a parka, but you know, again, it's just looking a little normal. I'm trying to stay away from this stuff. I think Realm of Magic is going to be a big help in this game, in this playthrough, just because it has a lot of more esoteric styles. So it's either that or this. Frankly, this looks a little more pleasing to the eye while still being a little unusual, so we'll go with that. I'm going to give her some nice little shoes. Something that works. I think that does. Give her some gloves. I don't know if anyone else has this glitch, but my gloves ain't working. They just make the hands look weird. Yeah, see, they just make them bigger. Skin tone gloves. Even if I try different swatches, just skin tone gloves. It's really weird. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we'll do these ones here. Yeah, that works. Matches her boots a little more. And then I think I might add a hat of some kind. Something like this, probably. She's trying to stay warm. Function over fashion, I think, is Tecteun's creed. Yeah, or could go with something like this. No, I'm not gonna go with those. I do really like the headphones. Could go with something like this, but has a cat on it, so it's too unserious. She wouldn't wear something that unserious. There's that, but no. Um, in order to stay warm, I could sort of see her wearing something like this, but no. I will want to add this, though, actually, to the swimwear. That's a good idea. Didn't even think to have that there, but yeah, that actually is a great idea. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then back over here. So I'm trying to see any other things I feel are good. No, definitely not. That's not going to work. Could do that. Or we could do one of these. They had like a nice brown or beige. I feel like that would work. This might be the closest we'll get, honestly. It might be. Could just do that. I don't know. Which looks better? I think that's better. Okay, we'll go with that then. Alright, so here's her outfits. Tecteun, the Gallifreyan, eventually be Time Lord. There we go. You know, it's actually, this is actually giving me the vibe of the 13th Doctor in her first episode. But yeah, we're not going to go into that quite yet. That's the far future if I ever get to it in this series. But now, we'll go ahead and pick her traits. Obviously, she could pick up more traits in the long run, but I'm going to start by making her a genius because she definitely is a genius. Geek? No, I wouldn't say a geek. Adventurous? Maybe. Trying to think, what other perfectionist? I definitely think perfectionist. Um, she might have that trait at some point. Not yet, though. Um, Snob or shady? Mm, I'm kind of leaning towards shady. It's a stepping stone to evil. Yeah. Or then again, do I really want to do that? Mm, go back to hobby. I don't want geek or foodie. Erratic? No, I wouldn't call her erratic. Um, yeah. Oh, unflirty. That's actually what I should give her. Tecteun is not romancing people. Nope. All right, and then Tecteun's aspiration. We're just gonna make it a good old-fashioned nerd brain or Renaissance sim. We'll make it Renaissance sim, and then I'm gonna go over here and get all this right. Sexual orientation. No and no. Interested in no one. Romantic boundaries. No. Yep, she don't care. She's not trying to do anything with anyone. I will give her the snooty walk. I feel like that could be a fun Time Lord default walk, actually. Instead of the creeper. That might be for vampires. But yeah, the little default look. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, I won't do any preferences for now. But yeah, now we're going to go into the game. She's going to be the first Gallifreyan. So I decided that Chestnut Ridge is going to be Gallifrey. Like, obviously, it's not going to be the most convincing alien planet, but it's the most desert, mountainous like place in the Sims 4. So it's very much so actually closer to the Sims 4 than you would think. And oh, I just realized. Ooh, I made all these generic lots. I basically deleted everything in Chestnut Ridge because I want to redesign it to be Gallifrey. I've already started working on the capital here. So I'm going to fix this real quick. Hang on. Okay, I fixed that real quick. So I changed one of the lots here to residential. It's going to be very humble beginnings for Tecteun because her and some others in the future are going to work on making Gallifrey, and I'm still working on it. So they're not ready to move in quite yet, nowhere near. So we're going to have her move in here. One thing I do want to point out real quick, though, is that I've started emptying some of the worlds here. Like obviously in Chestnut Ridge, I've bulldozed some houses and replaced them with generic lots until I figure out what I want to do with them. But I'm basically moving out Sims and deleting them. So that way, most of the worlds in this game are empty because I'm going to make some really complex builds that are going to really drag the performance of this game. So I want to make sure that it has the best chance possible of working. And I also plan on making a lot of new Sims down the road to actually be like Doctor Who characters. So when I'm finished with Gallifrey, or at least the capital right here, the Citadel, I'm going to share that on the gallery if people want. And I definitely could do a little tour at some point when it's ready. It's looking really cool on the outside so far. The inside still needs a lot more work, but it's really complex and I think it's going to be really cool. But like I said, builds like that are really testing the boundaries of what you can do in The Sims 4. So, okay, Tecteun has moved in her humble beginnings. First thing she's going to do, though, is become an astronaut, because, like I said, Tecteun is one of Gallifrey's first major space explorers. Oh, and I just realized deleting all the Sims in this world probably means, especially with all the lots being generic, no Sims can move in, which means there's not going to be any welcome wagon, thank goodness, because those can be a little annoying sometimes. Oh, I should have made her a loner. Oh well. But yeah, she's going to be an astronaut. That'll be her career. Intern at Space Y. Play chess? Okay. We can definitely do that. I'm going to get her a chess table. But then I'm also going to not build a house quite yet. I'm going to actually just let Tecteun work up to that. Like, she's going to have some natural living skill for sure. Because I think the Gallifreyans at this point are roughing it a bit more. They're not like they're advanced, but like I don't think Tecteun they're not organized, but they are advanced. I keep forgetting you can have chairs like this, but that is way too fancy for a chess table, so we're not going to do that. We'll just do something like this. There we go. Okay. Fact sheet, yeah, chess table, and then I'm also gonna get her a rocket ship because I think that's a good idea. She can work on building one of those because she can't meet the doctor unless she goes to an alien planet. So for now, I will go ahead and have her play chess, and then I'll probably have her work on the rocket ship. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there. She acquired the logic skill. Alright, see ya in a few minutes. Well, seconds, really. Ooh, just what I was hoping for. Tecteun's gonna like rocket science. That is very helpful for us right now. Very helpful, actually. Because I do want her to be really interested in space exploration, because that's what she's supposed to be until she becomes a scientist. I will probably have her become an astronaut level 10 before either astronaut level 10 or she has to go to the alien planet Sixum before I let her become a scientist and adopt the timeless child. So for now, we're going to work on a rocket ship and we're going to see if we can explore space today. Though, because of how long it takes to build a rocket ship, I'm leaning towards tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to let Tecteun recall a formative moment, and I'm going to choose something that'll help her a lot as an astronaut and scientist, because I bet you there is a formative moment for that. I'm not entirely sure though. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there is one though. Born for politics, we'll say that for Rassilon. Um, Child scientist, here we go. That's exactly what I wanted to have. There we go. Now I can continue building. Thank you. Child scientist and likes rocket science. Good, good. She wants to get a promotion. I want her to as well. I definitely think we can, especially because we're level 1 astronaut career. I will admit, I don't think I've ever actually played a career long enough to max it out in The Sims 4, because I usually just either cheat my way through it, or I just change careers and lose patience. So I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, I decided to be nice and give Tecteun a bush here, so that way she can go to the restroom. Alright, now Tecteun has the adventurous trait, which I think is very fitting for her. It's almost time for her to go to work. I got her a little campfire for food and warmth. I got her the logic table, got her a little pool here for bathing, which is definitely something she's gonna need to do because she is stinky. We'll let her do that before she goes to work. Also got her that bush, so that way she can fertilize the bush and maybe nap in it if she really needs to. But yeah, she's just gonna do that and then she'll head off to her first day of work as an astronaut. And she's cold again. So this will probably make her closer to freezing to death again, but if that happens, I'll just have her go to the little campfire over here. That won't be a problem. No, not at all. Alright. After one day of playing Tecteun so far, Tecteun is getting a little lonely. Her needs are looking a little all over the place because Gallifrey is hardly technologically advanced yet. But she has level 1 cooking skill, level 2 logic, level 2 natural living, and level 4 rocket science. So she is definitely progressing very well in my book, and we're going to definitely try and get her a promotion today. And if she gets a promotion, that will be very helpful. She's probably going to be exhausted when she gets home. We didn't finish the rocket yet, but eventually we will. Eventually. Work for her will begin in 1 hour. Okay, Tecteun has gone and fertilized the bush one more time. Now she's going to go to work. Not in her astronaut suit yet, but she'll get there eventually, don't you worry. And she may not appreciate this, but let's have her work hard too. Because I kind of want to see if she'll get a promotion on her first day. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get some money. Free money, yes, please. Because I think she would appreciate some free money. She has work. She gets off work at 5 p.m. I think she's definitely getting a promotion. No, she is not, surprisingly. Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I thought for sure she would have. Okay, well, it seems Tecteun is not enjoying natural living skill much. So it looks like she's trying to say, I want a house I can actually be in. And, it's been a while. I can help her out. Yeah, we'll give her like an actual house somewhere she can stay in. And we'll give her like a little basic bed. After all, we got some money. She's just not going to get anything too fancy. Very basic. Very simple. Almost more like a shack. Because I think that's what she wants right now. Is something, just some form of shelter. A little good, a little not. Not perfect, just a little good enough. Yeah. And it's not going to be too advanced yet because Gallifrey doesn't really have the resources yet. Definitely not. Like, I'm gonna make this look like it's made of wood, probably. Because I feel like there we go, like a log cabin. Yeah, very ugly, but that's okay. And we'll give her like a little door, doesn't matter which one. Might just change the color though, there we go. And we'll give her like a singular window. It's important to see who's looking outside, who's looking in your house. So we'll do that. Boom. And then the only thing I'll do beyond that is the inside real quick. Again, nothing fancy. This is just temporary. She is not trying to live like this forever. She wants technology. And then I'll give her a nice little bed. That might even help her, because honestly, maybe she's just not liking living outside that much. Maybe not. So, here, let's actually have her go to sleep in the bed over here. That should help warm her up too, right? Well, just in case, because I'd rather her not die anytime soon. I'll go ahead and give her like a thermostat 2. There we go. Boom. Yeah, she can go ahead and make it warmer, and then she can go to sleep. And the campfire put itself out. She ain't got to worry about it. So yeah, Tecteun will go to sleep, and in 5 hours she'll have work and hopefully get that promotion. Because I definitely want her to get high up in the astronaut career. So I built Tecteun a nice little log cabin here. I decided to give her a bit more amenities for when she gets off work. She has actual kitchenette, a little tiny bathroom, her chest set still, and a bed. She has her rocket ship I still want her to finish at some point, but she won't be finishing that today probably, because I think she's going to be tired when she gets off work. But Tecteun is starting to have a mental fog and is starting to burn out from her mental skills. So when she gets off work, especially if she's promoted, I'm going to have her plant a garden. That should definitely help that, I think. So let's see if she gets a promotion. She didn't. Oh, that's so odd. Why didn't she get a promotion? Oh, I don't like that, but okay. Anyway, we're gonna purchase some seeds for her. Let's do fruits, vegetables, and herbs, because why not? Okay. Open seed packet. What we got? Strawberries, mushrooms, and carrots, as well as parsley. Okay. Well, she is going to plant. Oh, yeah. I did get her a talking toilet, by the way. That seems very Gallifreyan. They love their sentient devices. Yeah, I'm going to have her plant everything here, start a little garden. I think she'll like that. Yeah. So she'll get some gardening skill. And is that helping her? Maybe, maybe not. I can't tell. Hopefully. Because it really ought to. But I guess we'll find out. And also, why are you pausing? What's going on with you? What are you doing? Oof. I think I might need to reset her. Is she good now? Oh, no, she ain't. Oh, oh, I don't like that. That's not cool. Especially since I reset her and she's still acting like that. Oh no, let's problem solve off camera. Okay, I reloaded the game, so let's see if Tecteun is gonna work properly this time, maybe. Possibly. Let's have her finish planting stuff if it'll let us. Okay, it looks like it might let us this time. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any more problems, but if we do, I will let you know. I just wonder why we haven't actually got level 2 of the astronaut career yet. Like, I'm surprised. Will it really take 3 days just to get promoted for the first time? I feel like she should have been promoted by now. Tecteun is feeling very desolate from low social need. Like, she is desperately in need of contact with other Sims, but she's going to work around that and just talk with the toilet. Because talking with the toilet, or the John here, is a lot more convenient for her than talking to normal people. And it should increase her social needs still, right? Hopefully. Yeah, it is. Okay, good, good. I rarely use it. Just wanted to double check. Okay, good. That's helping. All right. She definitely needs some sleep. We have not finished that rocket ship yet, so eventually, I hope to before this part ends. Well, dang. So Tecteun is burned out, which means burnout could negatively impact her work performance and promotions, energy, fun, and skill gain. She'll recover over time, but taking breaks and relaxing will help speed up recovery. If Tecteun stays burned out for too long, her conditions may get worse. Oh no. It's hard to be productive when you're burnt out. Tecteun should really take a break before this becomes a full on brain block. Oh no. Poor Tecteun. She's burnt out, and her only friend is the talking John here. I'm gonna have her take a vacation day. Even though I really want her to get a promotion, this might help her enjoy her day a bit better and get rid of that burnout. Maybe playing chess is okay. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, right now she's on vacation. Thankfully, the day off has really helped Tecteun recover from her burnout. So now we can have her focus on her logic skill to try and increase that. So hopefully, at least she can get one promotion this week. I'm not used to having this much trouble getting the first promotion in a career, but apparently, the astronaut career today is just a little harder than usual. Okay, wow, would you look at that? The moment she takes a day off, finally now she gets a promotion. So now she's a module cleaner instead of a intern, and she's already in line to get her next promotion. So good. And Tecteun's gonna work on her rocket ship skill. Like, yeah, things are starting to look up again for Tecteun and go according to more or less the TV version of Tecteun on Doctor Who. Tecteun is about to get done with her first day of level 2 in the astronaut career as a module cleaner. And part of me is hoping she's going to get promoted to a technician now. Let's see. 8:58, 8:59, 9 p.m. she was promoted. Hell yeah. Okay. Nice, nice. As a result of being promoted, I got $756 in Astro Model Rocket and Point Out Constellations interaction. Oh, cool. Okay. So, yeah, she got some cool little stuff here. Little model rocket and little model solar system. I like that. Like, that's as a light, too. That's cute. Okay, nice. She's still feeling lonely, though. She also needs fitness skill now. Oh, I guess we'll have to work on that next, too, then. Huh. She really wants a rocket, though. Here, you can go ahead and place. Yeah, play some chess for now. Because you got work tomorrow. Might be able to get like level 4 maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. Lucky for Tecteun and her health, she likes fitness. Alright, as we're wrapping up this part here, I'm going to just do a little overview of where we've gone so far with Tecteun. So Tecteun is at level 3 charisma, level 1 cooking, level 2 fitness, level 2 gardening, level 5 logic, level 3 natural living, and level 5 rocket science, as well as being in level 3 of the astronaut career. And with her meeting all the promotion tasks, it's possible she'll be at level 4 now, so she's really accelerating in the astronaut career. One thing I definitely want to do in the next part is have Tecteun definitely finish building the rocket ship so she can fly into space for the first time. She's basically the pioneer of space travel, and she is like basically Neil Armstrong on Gallifrey. Well, better example probably than Neil Armstrong. But oh well. Tecteun is so tired, but she's also lonely. And I think she definitely will appreciate finding the timeless child, which maybe will be in the next part. Until then, I'm John Jacobson's Player Smith, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.